This is how it is going to go. We are going to have 7 days straight where we have picks that you can make with your chance to be BetTV's Betting Extraordinaire for a chance to win $25,000. If you get the first 3 questions right over the course of 3 days, you're going to win $250. If you get to day 5, you're going to win $2,500. And if you get through day 7, a week straight of correct picks, we're going to give you $25,000. No joke.
No joke is right. $25K. We just wrapped up last word. Cheetah, welcome to Who Wants to Be Betting Extraordinaire. Officially in our own time slot every day, 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. This is, we'll call it round 2. We had Monday through Wednesday, a line of contestants. We had one get through day 3 yesterday, missed on Jacksonville State in the FCS game. I posted the Twitter poll earlier. I should pull it up. We're going favorites today for day 1. Brand new. We'll take as many callers as we can fit in. Your shot at $25K for about half an hour. Which of these 4 favorites wins? You guys can mull it over in the meantime. UCF minus the 6.5, Appalachian State minus 9, NC State minus 19, Ohio State minus 13.5, or none. So if none of them actually cover, then it wins if you choose selection D, which has been the Twitter poll favorite, which I just wanted to throw out there for fun. We haven't done that yet and just kind of see where everyone's eyes were at. But yeah, we'll open up the line, 661-515-BETS. You do have to answer a trivia question first. If you get that right, you get to be an official contestant, compete here day 1. And if you win, no more trivia after that. Work your way up the ladder to win $25K. I believe we have our first caller on the line. We can just get straight to it, Quan. Patch them through. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, this is Andrew calling you back. What's up?
Right on. Welcome, Andrew. Maybe... All right, I have like 5 trivia questions ready. I'm going to go with... Okay, this one's a little tougher. I didn't just say it, so we'll see if you can get it. And then you have 10 seconds. I'm going to count you down. You can try to Google it quick if you need to. Maybe you have some time. What is the point spread in the Tennessee Bowling Green game tonight? Ready, go.
It should be at 37.5. It was at 38 earlier.
That's good. We'll count it. 37, 30, 37.5. It's kind of fluctuated between the two since the big move this morning. Biggest favorite on the board. Well done. So now we get to the actual question. Day 1. It's basically market implied 50-50 chance on any of these. What do you think has the best shot of covering? A, Central Florida minus the 6.5, Appalachian State minus 9, NC State minus 19, or the Ohio State minus 13.5?
Well, I've got to double down and go with the NC State minus 19. I think it's the biggest mismatch on the board that's not, completely obvious. NC State got all the right pieces to get tuned up and get right against USF.
Beautiful. All right. We'll lock them in. Andrew, NC State, option C, laying 19 against South Florida. Thanks for calling, man.
Thanks.
Cool. Hopefully we're talking to him tomorrow because I also liked that NC State side when we went over sides for week 1 on Monday's show. Last word, Cheetah. Do we have anyone else up yet? Cool. Let's start funneling them through. Welcome to the show. Who am I speaking with? You got me? You're on the show. You're live. How's it going? No dice. You hear something? Can you guys hear us? He's like getting in the zone. He's zenning out. Alex, what's up? Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. How are you, sir?
You're good. Are you ready to play?
I think so.
Okay. We got to answer the trivia question first. If you're right, then you'll get to play along for day 1 with the other contestants. Trivia question is as follows. You got 10 seconds to answer it before I cut you off. How many of the point spreads tonight in college football, there's 5 FBS games, how many of them are single-digit point spreads? Your time starts now.
2?
You got it with 4 seconds left. Nice work. There's 2. Central Florida laying 6.5 and App State at minus 9, which then gets us to our question. It's a favorites day. You basically got a 50-50-ish shot on any of these 4. But which one do you think is most likely? Which of the favorites covers Central Florida minus the 6.5, App State minus 9, NC State minus 19, or Ohio State minus 13.5, as well as the none option. If none of them cover, that will go to option D with Ohio State.
Oh, man, I might have to go with the Wolfpack as well.
Any reasoning why? Or everyone's just trusting me?
Same reason. Yeah, pretty in from 16, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I should hedge against myself and just take the none, but I'm going to go with my gut and say NC State.
Okay, we'll lock him in. Devin Leary, we need your help tonight. Everybody does. Thanks for calling, man. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you. See you.
All right, what's up? Who are you talking to? You're having another conversation over there. It's like one person that could. All right, is he up next or is he in a line? All right, Pets or whoever's next. Welcome to Last Word Cheetah. Never mind. It's called Betting Extraordinaire now. It's a new hour. I lose track sometimes. This is Betting Extraordinaire. Are you ready to play? Oh, no. Did we lose him,
Yeah, I'm
too?
ready.
There you are.
Hello?
Who is this, by the way? I forgot to ask.
Oh, it's Patrick.
Patrick, what's up? Thank you. Apologize. I'm not sure what show I'm doing anymore, so I'm all over the place. This one, I'm guessing you're going to get right. It's one of the easier ones, and I randomly selecting them, and I should probably have gone in a different order. You're almost a lock to get this. Which total on the board, which game is the highest for tonight's games?
Oh, that'd be Boise State.
Yep, there you go. 67 and a half range. Boise State, Central Florida. So that is the highest total by a pretty big margin. Bowling Green, Tennessee, sitting around 61, 60 and a half. Okay, so the question also pretty straightforward. It's favorites. Which of the four do you think cover? Central Florida minus 6.5, App State minus 9, NC State minus 19, and then the Ohio State option. They're minus 13.5. Plus, if all four fail to cover, that's none. That goes with the Ohio State D option.
Has everybody taken NC State so far?
Yes.
Okay.
As have I, so you should probably stay away.
I can't take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I'll just go Ohio State /none. So.
Okay. We'll lock it in. 13.5, Ohio State, or if all four fail to cover, that's also going to go to you. So a little extra bonus there.
Okay.
All right, man.
Awesome.
We appreciate the call. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Is it tone season now? No? All right, Ty. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. You ready to play?
I'm ready.
Okay. I was going to... All right, I got to think of which trivia question I'm going to do next. I said I was going to do them in order, that I already randomized them, and then I forgot to randomize the last two that are left before I took your call. Okay, I'm just going to go with this one. You should be able to get it, and you have 10 seconds if you have like a screen you can look at, or if you just know off the top of your head. Which of the games tonight, which point spread of the 5 games tonight has moved the most since it opened? Your time starts now.
I'm going to go with NC State.
That is incorrect. Incorrect. Now, we are letting you, if you want to get back at the back of the line, you can call back in and try again. We did that last week for someone. I think his name was Ryan. Was calling in for the first time. So we'll let you try again. I'm going to save that question. I'm not going to let anyone know. I'm not going to give the answer away. You can call back, get back in line, and we'll try one more time.
No worries.
All right. Is it tone now? No? Oh, we got a nice line here. All right, Sarab. Welcome to Betting Extraordinaire. Are you ready to go?
Ready to go, man.
Okay. Which game tonight in the FBS slate, there are 5, features 2 new coaches facing off against each other? Your time starts now.
Oh, man. I actually have no idea. The Boise State, Central Florida?
You want to lock it in? Is that a question or an answer?
No, that's an answer.
Okay, yeah, you got it. That's right. Okay.
Oh,
Snuck it in. There's like 1.5 seconds left. All right. So now you know the question probably by now. Straightforward again. Just picking which favorite thing you think has the best chance. UCF, App State, NC State, or Ohio State, which also includes the none option.
Yeah, I got to go with that NC State, man. I hope we're not jinxing it for everybody, but I
Me
like
too.
that play.
Okay. We'll roll with it. We'll lock you in. Minus the 19 is what we're using for the contest for the show. Appreciate it, sir. Good luck. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Now is the time. All right. I think it's Tone. Tone, welcome to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. How are you doing?
Good. These questions are fucking hard.
Would you like an easy one?
Yeah, I need a fucking cupcake.
Okay. I will give you a cupcake, okay? There's no way you don't get this.
I'm not going to get it, bro.
I think you will.
All
right. True or false? Ben Simmons is a top 300 player in the NBA. You have 10 seconds.
True. True.
At least he admitted it. Not bottom 400 or whatever, or 370th he said on the phone the other day. All right. True is the answer. He is top 300. I'm going to count that. It's kind of a joke question, but he got it right. You ready to take your pick for tonight? The 4 favorites, Central Florida, Appalachian State, NC State, and Ohio.
No chance with all this discussion. I mean, it's sad.
Okay. So who are you going with?
I don't know. I'm going UCF. Give me a shed game. I need like 70 points from them.
You might get 40-ish. I'm really intrigued. Heupel's gone. Gus Malzahn's taken over. What offense are they going to run? They are now 6.5. They were like 4.5, even some 3.5s a couple weeks back were around. But we'll lock you in for a UCF. Thanks, Tom.
Gus Malzahn hasn't had a QB who could throw the ball in years. A competent QB.
It's fair. Bo Nix is rough.
Right.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, just know I might have sprinkled a Bo Nix Heisman at one point in his career. We'll call it freshman year, and it was brutal.
It looked good for, what was it, that Oregon game he opened up against? They upset Oregon.
His first game, it looked beautiful.
Yep.
It looked beautiful, and the guy has been literally one of the worst QBs in the SEC since. He is terrible. Talk about a terrible quarterback, Bo Nix.
Yep. Sums it up perfectly.
All right,
we'll talk to you tomorrow. Yep.
Peace.
I believe he scored 2 touchdown drives like in the final few minutes to beat Oregon in that first game. And yeah, everything was looking up and then downhill from there, like you said. We have someone else on the line. Cool. Patch him through. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. Who am I speaking with? Hey, we got you on the line. How you doing? This is Preston.
I'm good, man. How are you? This is Tanner.
Tanner, welcome to the show. First time caller, I think. I don't know. Do we know Tanner?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Well, we appreciate it. Welcome. Shot at 25,000. Starts with a trivia question. It's the last one remaining of the 5 I prepared, by the way, that has not been answered correcectly. So you get this right,
I hope
you'll get
it's an easy cupcake.
It's not as easy as is Ben Simmons a top 300 player. Okay. Tone needed that one though. It's a little.
Gotcha.
Look, he's friendly. He calls in pretty often, and he has something against Ben Simmons. But I got him to admit, the opposite of what he said the other day. So it was a win for me. This one is pretty easy though. If you're at least familiar somewhat with college football, you've been following the Week 1 lines. There are 5 FBS games tonight. Which one has moved the most? Which point spread has moved the most from the opening number? Your time starts now.
Gonna go with the Central Florida game.
Dang, it's incorrect. But since you're a first-time caller, you get to call back in and go to the end of the line and try again.
Okay.
And I believe there's only like
Sounds
2
good,
callers
man.
in front of you. So if you want to wait like 2 or 3 more minutes, you'll be back on. You can try one more time.
Cool. Sounds good, man. Thank
Cool.
you.
Talk to you soon. If people have been listening, they know the 2 answers that are incorrect now on that question. So we'll patch them through. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. Who are we speaking with?
This is Vic B.
Vig B?
Yes, sir, Vic B.
Excellent. Welcome. Also a first-time caller, I believe. I don't think we've spoken to him. Thanks for
Yes,
calling
sir.
in.
Yes, sir. I watch the show sometimes, and it's the first time I've called in yet.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate it for sure. pretty straightforward. We're going to give you a trivia question first. If you get it right, you get to play. And it's the same trivia question that I just gave to Tanner. Which of the 5 FBS games? Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Bowling Green State and Tennessee game.
Yes. That early opener, 30.5, up to 37 now. That is the correct answer. Tennessee moved 6.5 points on the point spread. So that brings us to the actual day one question for the competition. Which favorite do you think covers tonight? UCF, NC State, Appalachian State, or Ohio State? Also included with Ohio State is the none option if all 4 were to fail to cover.
I'm gonna go with Appalachian State.
Okay, playing against the move, by the way. That's another one that has moved 4 points from 13 at open down to 9. You want to lock in App State? Any reason why?
I just think, they're returning a lot of starters. Just too much firepower, man. They're one of the best Sun Belt Conference teams there is year in, year out.
They are. That is true. East Carolina, new coaching regime, I believe, in year 2 now. I am intrigued to see where East Carolina goes. I know a lot of people that are high on the Pirates, but we'll lock you in for option B, Appalachian State minus the 9.
All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Good luck. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All righty.
We get Tanner back on the line. Ty's back. Yeah. I don't care. No, we can. Whoever was next in the line is good. Okay. Is it Ty? Okay. Ty, welcome back. We're going to give you a new trivia question, which I need to think of on the spot because I've gone through all 5 of my trivia questions now that last one was answered correctly. So I got one. You do tune into the show, so I think you're going to get this. We had Colin Wilson on Tuesday. We did an interview. I also talked about it Wednesday. There was a game of the 5 tonight that we liked the under at 64.5 because of weather. Which game is that? Maybe he wasn't listening. 4, 3, 2, 1. We need an answer.
Oh boy. Was it the Rutgers game that got moved?
No, it's one of the 5 that's playing.
Oh, okay. And it's tonight?
Yes. It's been like 25 seconds. I'm going to let you have a guess now. I'm too nice.
Yeah, I would take the NC State game.
Okay, that's incorrect.
What was? Oh, you're not going to.
I can't say because I have to ask it one more time. Yeah, it's okay. Try back day one next time. For all we know, that's tomorrow. We'll see how people do through this round, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks.
Take it easy, man. Is Carlos next? All right, I'm going to give him the same question. I think he'll get it right. He is also a pretty regular listener of Last Word Cheetah. Carlos, welcome to Who Wants to Be Betting Extraordinaire. You heard the question just now. Here it is again. Which of the 5 FBS games tonight was the one that Colin Wilson in our interview Tuesday, because of weather, and we both were on the same side here, we liked under 64.5?
I am a fan of the show. I am a caller every day. Minnesota, Ohio State.
There we go. I wasn't sure if you were trying to buy time or he was trying to say, I am a fan, but I have no clue. He got it. That was Ohio State, Minnesota. Moved a couple points down, sitting 62 most everywhere now. All right, Carlos. So now you're in day one. Here's the contestant, or the question, I should say, for the contestants. Which of the favorites cover tonight? UCF minus the 6.5, App State minus 9, NC State minus 19, or Ohio State minus the 13.5 with the extra none. If all 4 fail, Ohio State will win that one too.
I would take the Ohio State minus 13 and none.
Okay. Now, I remember, and I already kind of knew the answer because you called in on Last Word Cheetah. You liked Ohio State minus 7. You said when I call back in for Betting Extraordinaire, I will explain why. So break it down for us, 30 seconds on the Buckeyes.
Okay, it'll be less than 30 seconds. Minnesota's defense is terrible. they're a run first team. They don't have no receivers. Ohio State's defense is going to just, I will say that I'm a little worried about my first bet earlier in the show because I think they're going to, you got to get CJ straight first. I don't think they're going to just, Minnesota's at home first game, so they might play tough first half, but I think by the time second half comes, they're gonna just maul them, the defense anyway. And the receivers for Minnesota are shaky at best. So
okay,
there you go. Pretty
there
much
it is
my
from
way
Carlos.
of explaining things.
It's all good. You did a good job. Ohio State minus 13.5. We will hopefully talk to you tomorrow.
All right, brother.
Take care. That is one that I disagree with slightly. Again, if it was 14.5, I would be playing Minnesota. 13.5 is not a play. I think that's about a slightly with the VIG, like very slight winning play. But yeah, I'm closer to like 11.5, 11.6, I think was my number. Anyways, was it Tanner that's up next again? Right on. We will bring him through. Tanner, welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. I am going to do something. So here's the deal. I had 5 trivia questions prepped. I had to make another one up on the spot, which Carlos just got. So I'm going to do something a little different. And all you have to do is be honest. There's no right answer. And so you're going to get through no matter what. I know you're like a first-time caller. Okay. I want you to be able to play along. All right. A few days ago,
awesome.
Mr. Beast, YouTube personality, he gives away a lot of money, records the videos, gets 50, 60 million views on YouTube. He tweeted this, and I'm curious what your answer is. He said, would you rather, Quan's really intrigued here now, would you rather be given $5,000 that you just get to keep or flip a coin for a chance to win $100,000? What's your answer?
Oh, flip a coin. Flip a coin for sure.
There you go. Okay. He understands the expected value. It's basically a 50,000 or 5,000, and there you go. So that is the correct answer. I was going to let you through either way, but well done. All right. So for the actual day one contestant question, the 4 favorites, you've heard it a ton, I'm sure by now. Central Florida, Appalachian State, NC State, and Ohio State. Do you have one? Which one do you think covers tonight?
I'm thinking NC State minus 19.
Okay. Any reasoning why? Outside of I do like the same side, and some of the others have as well.
Just basically everything you've said this week, and just kind of following you, and just I feel like they're going to get it done, win by at least 3 touchdowns.
Excellent. I hope you're right, because I think 3 or 4 of them are on the NC State side now. So we're in this together. Good luck, Tanner. We appreciate you playing along, and hopefully we're talking to you tomorrow for day 2.
Absolutely. I'll be here, man.
Sweet. Take care.
Thank you.
We got one more? Cool. Let's patch them through. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. Who am I speaking with?
Ryan from Maryland.
Ryan from Maryland. Okay. Maybe a first-time caller? No? We've had Ryan before? Or is it the same Ryan that called the other day?
Like a month ago.
Oh, got it.
No, it was like a month ago.
It's all good. All right. So here's the deal. I've already gone through all 6 of my trivia questions. I also just gave like a freebie to Tanner. Here's what I'm going to do. All right. So you have definitely a much higher chance than 50% of getting this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick a number in my head between 1 and 100. You have to be within 70 of my number. Okay.
Okay.
I have the number. I've already kind of thought it in my head and told Quan telepathically. But yeah, pick a number between 1 and 100. You have to be within 70.
50.
Thank you. Smart guy. He can't lose if he goes with 50. Or I was like, I'll even give him a few, he can go up to like 69 if he wants. And just to get a 69 joke in there, like you can do whatever. Look, the number was 73. So you're good. You've probably heard the question if you've been watching the show. But you just got to pick a favorite tonight for the day one contestant question. Central Florida, minus 6.5. Appalachian State, minus 9. NC State, minus 19. Or Ohio State, minus 13.5 / none. If all 4 fail, the Ohio State selection is correct.
Gotcha. I'm going to go with Appalachian State.
Ooh, okay. Tell us why. That one has moved from 13 at open down to 9, 9.5. Any reasoning there?
I like being under the relatively key number of 10. And then, also just something different. I know the public is all over Central Florida and NC State, and then I just hate Ohio State. So I'll just take my chances with Appalachian State.
Fair enough. I agree with you. I am, now that it is under a 10, I think that's the side I would go with as well. We'll lock you in for that. We appreciate the call.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Take it easy. Ooh, I need some water. I've been talking a lot the last hour and a half. Is that it on the calls? All right. We're going to lock the phone lines. I know I said we go about half hour, but I got to ask Quan this question now. Look, I know how much you get paid more or less. So we're going to add a zero, like 5,000. I think you would flip the coin for 100,000, right? Or you would take 5K.
No, I would flip the coin.
Okay. Now let's add a zero. Would you take 50K or flip for $1 million?
I've never had $1 million.
Have you ever had 50,000? You could automatically have 50,000.
Yeah. Listen, man, how many opportunities do you get a 50-50 coin flip for $1 million?
How many opportunities do you get a free $50,000?
True.
That's what
you know how much I make.
That's why I figured you wouldn't take 5. Like, you do all right. You're not going to just take 5. It's whatever. But 50 is decent.
50s. It's not life changing though.
It isn't. But I also so looking, Mr. Beast tweeted it and just reading responses. Initially, like, I'm so smart, calculating EV. No one can take 5,000. But it definitely opens a perspective. For some people, 5,000 does change quite a bit. and to be honest. And I don't know a lot about your upbringing. We haven't really talked about it much. But like, here's something I started talking through in my own head when I was thinking this through outside of just like the money aspect. There was like a part of me that was like, how do you quantify like the literal like freeing of stress of like, say you have a $4,000 credit card thing that you just haven't been able to get ahead of. And now you have $5,000. You can pay off the $4,000 in debt. It's just freeing. Like, it's so refreshing. You can't quantify or value that. And now you have an extra $1,000 you can put in the bank. You could buy your son a present that you normally wouldn't get. And now that brings your son happiness that he'd otherwise wouldn't have. And maybe yourself, you get yourself something nice. How do you value that happiness and like ease of mind? And you can't. So, well, I'm supposed to say you always flip. Like, that's like $45,000 difference in expected value. I am actually okay if someone just wanted to take the 5,000. You never know people's circumstances. It's all about perspective. So I thought it was an interesting thought exercise.
5,000. Listen, I think before you guys met me and you give me 5,000 or a coin flip, I'm probably
taking the 5.
That would have been it. Man. Yeah. It's poverty is not good for your heart, soul, mind, body, anything. It's a very stressful, high intensity stress.
I imagine. I honestly was fortunate enough to be comfortable growing up, and it's hard to even put myself in those shoes. And so that's what I was trying to do. And I tried to think of like, if I literally had nothing or was in debt, what would I be able to do with 5,000? And like something as small as like buying your 10-year-old son a video game that you just couldn't afford otherwise. Like, that goes a long way just in like your relationship, his like lifelong happiness. Something as little and stupid as that can be worth more than 45K in expected value. So anyway, something people can take as we wrap up. Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire? I'm not sure if we were able to write. I know there's a ton of calls. We might have to listen back and make sure, because last time I was like, maybe there were 6 callers, maybe there were 7. We need to make sure we got. Is there someone that just called just now? We can take it. We're not on like a. Is it Tom? You can patch him through. Tom, if you want to play, we can get you in. I had said at 226 because I wanted to talk about the other thing. You called at 229. It just turned 230. I'll give you the question if you're ready to play, since you were firing blackjack for us yesterday. 4 favorites on the board tonight. FBS. Which one do you think is the winner? UCF, NC State, Appalachian State, or Ohio State?
I got to go with UCF.
I actually think, did you call in earlier this week and I think you bet them -5, right, on the show for last Cheetah?
Yes, sir. I believe I got a little better the number.
Yeah. It was 5, 5.5. Now you're up to 6.5, but we'll lock you in for that, man. Good luck, and hopefully we're talking to you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Have a good one, Peach.
Beautiful. Take care. Did he say peach? Like Georgia peaches?
Peace.
Oh, there he is.
He never hangs up. Yeah.
That was like yesterday's F-bomb. We thought he hung up. He was at that was 2 days ago. Sorry. It's all good, man. We're just having fun. We're just having fun. It was just good timing because we thought you had hung up and there was a nice F word that came from Tom's cell phone. So it was great, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
I forgot about that.
All right, man.
It was so he had like 500 or 600 on him. I was like, hey, go bet a hand of blackjack while you're on the phone. We're dealt 20. Dealer's showing like a 5 and the dealer hits to 21. So I wasn't sure what was going on. We couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Then he drops the F word when he's hanging up the phone. I was like, oh, he really lost 100 for that. We're getting it back tomorrow. So it worked out. It was beautiful. Thank you everyone that called in and played along. We will follow along tonight. Week 1 is here. FBS tomorrow. Friday, we got Last Word Cheetah as usual at 1 Pacific, and then Betting Extraordinaire again at 2. And then after that, we'll take a weekend break, watch all the games Saturday, and we'll be back Monday as usual. Thank you, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.